Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Finally found some of the Miniverse Make It Mini treats. Very excited to see these. They do have dot codes. They're technically pencil marks, and it's on the side where it shows the recycling thing. This one, I believe, should be the ring pops. I went through and labeled all the ones that I wanted, so let's see. We do have a hot pink container, and it is the ring pops. I like that it was that supposed to be like a vending machine? That's cool. And these open? Oh, they slide out. That's neat. I like that. So we have the ring pop molds. Oh my gosh, the bases for them. This is the one I think I wanted to see the most, so that's why we're starting with this one. And I think the kids will be most excited about it too, especially Raylan. She was very much into ring pops when she was younger. Still, for the most part, loves them. Ooh, a little display thing to put them on when we're done. And the resin. What a cute bottle. Are we dyeing stuff? Yes. You see my excitement fade. Yeah, let me clean up and look over the instructions and we'll get to making this one. This looks exciting. So you're gonna do 2 that are just red, 2 that are blue, and then you could swirl the colors and then put the ring pops in there, 5-10 minutes, cure them, pop them out, and then you have a stand for them. You don't fill them up all the way because you're putting the ring part in it, so you don't want it to like come out. So I think I'm just gonna do 1 at a time because I want to make sure I have the levels correct. And then I know what I'm doing before I potentially ruin them all. But here is the other list. I did find the Pez dispensers. That's the next one I wanted to see the most. I can't remember if I found the owl, but I did find both the PEEP items. I don't care about the Myconite or the hot tamales because I hate doing the popsicles. The Chups, if that's how you say it. I did find that one, but I put it back because I don't really like that candy. But let me know if you want me to do this because I totally will. This I feel like is boring. We've done it before. I didn't get that one. Didn't find this one, but that looks cute. I did find the TWIZZLER cake, the ring pops. I don't think I found that one, but that is one I plan on getting just because it looks unique. I will review them all if you want me to. I'm just not thrilled about these because we've done a bunch of ICEEs. We've done this kind of stuff before. Not that thrilling in my opinion, but of course, if you want to see it, I'll get it. So like I said, these ones have codes, so it's easy to find them. Not a hassle. Let's get these out. Man, I can't wait to reuse this mold. I guess I could just make different colored gems. That would be kind of cool. Even with no base. That way they can have like a jewelry shop or like a rock shop. My kids honestly would love that. They love rocks and gems and all sorts of stuff. I hate to open this because the packaging is so stinking cute. And I guess it doesn't matter what color the bases are. They showed doing the green with the pink to offset it, which makes sense. So it has that little tip, just like a real ring pop. So that is what will fuse the 2 pieces together. I love this. So let me put the nozzle on. We'll just do a pink one, just for starters. Simple enough. We're just going to take it in. Oh, that came out quick. That actually might be enough. I do see a bubble in it though, so I'm gonna let that set for a moment. May take a toothpick to pop it. I think I filled it just perfectly. It's not too high, not too low. I do want to get that bubble out though. That may have done it. It does look like we are bubble free. So let's take this and it just hovers over the top, looks like. Okay, I can tell that that's not high enough. If I could get it to focus and show you. It's hard because I don't want to lean to the side, but you could see a very clear gap, so it does need like a touch more or else it's going to have that big gap At least I think. So let me just put okay with the bubbles already. Just like that. That might have been perfect. And then we're gonna, yeah, see, that's maybe a little bit too much. It's like a very fine line between too full and not full enough. If you dip like a toothpick in there and just pulse them up like that, you could also use that to swirl those purple colors here in a minute. Now that, I think, might be perfect. Let's cure it and find out. I'm nervous to open this for whatever reason. Let's see if it's going to be difficult. I'm going to try to kind of release it. Now this is silicone, so it's like bendable obviously, but I have ripped some of my silicone molds. After much repeated use, that is, but my mushroom one I totally did rip. That is flawless in my opinion. Look how good that is. It's all the way to the bottom. I thought there was going to be like a little tiny bubble there, but nope. That is a beauty. Let's see if we can do a blue one and then a mixed one. I'm a little nervous about how the mixed ones are going to look because I don't think I'm going to get it to swirl very nicely. But let's go ahead and try it out. This is a very... Oh my god, that is like the why did they give us such a tiny bottle? Not to mention it's very hard to squeeze because it's so tiny. You'd think they'd give us a same size bottle as the other one since we're doing the same amount. I'm gonna do a solid blue and then like mix one. And I'll probably do the other ones off camera just because I film shorts with each video I make. And I think it might be easier to do it like that. So that, I do see a bubble in it, so we're gonna let that set. Maybe it'll come up. I'm gonna put a squeeze in there. Maybe we can layer it. The picture they show, it's like striped through there. Like, yeah, that's, I don't think that's happening. That looks kind of cool. All right, let's see what we can do about that bubble, if anything. The problem with bubbles is there's a bunch of little tiny ones in there and you don't want to stir around the resin too much. I could probably maybe spray it with alcohol because that's worked in the past. But they have to come up to the surface for that. And then there is one right at the top right there. I'm going to try to maybe swirl. I don't want to swirl too much. Yeah, I might spray it with alcohol. Some rubbing alcohol. That might help. That definitely did help. So let's do the green one for this one, the red one for the blue one. I'm going to look at it from the side to make sure it's all touching and there's no gaps, and then I'll cure it. Let's take a look how these turned out. That's cute. You can definitely see the purple and the pink, or it's blue, but it looks a little purple. And then the blue, new. Maybe it wasn't cured all the way. We're gonna just put a dab of resin in there and and pretend that didn't happen, and we're just gonna go fuse it again. Maybe I didn't cure it as long. That's completely possible. It's kind of awkward to cure too because the ring contraption's kind of blocking UV, you know? So I had it like setting on the light, turning at different angles, and maybe I didn't do that well with this one. So let me see if I can fix it. If not, super glue. So that did work, just adding a little bit of resin and then putting it under the lamp. It definitely was still wet, and you could tell because when you take something out when it's not done curing, it has this like wet textured look to it. And that has that. So it didn't have anything to do with like me spraying alcohol on it or anything like that. But I'm curing the other ones, so we'll take those out. I'll make sure I cure them really well, and then I'll show you all of them. Can't wait to show you what they'll look like, but let's do another striped one real quick. Ooh, that's a good idea, to let it run down the side like that. Let's see if I can. It's hard with the blue one. If you're more skilled and don't have a camera in between you, you can probably do this more successfully. Or maybe like with toothpicks or curing it as soon as it runs down the side. There's probably a lot better ways to do this, but I think I'm also going to use the leftover resin to just fill up a cavity just so I could make some gems and see what that looks like. I think that'll be fun. So let me put that in there. I think there is a bubble in there. We'll fix that soon. But let's fill some of those up and cure them. And then we'll see what those little gems look like and if they pop out nicely. I think these have cured long enough, hopefully. This one I think I filled a little too high. It's cute though. It is a little messy around part of the base. Could probably break that off though, but in real life that's how ring pops are. Sometimes they are on the base like that. So I'm not too concerned. And then they slide just on the stand like so. Very easy to put them on there. So you can see all 6 of them. There is one for each. Very cute. I can't wait to see the other ones, but let's see how just the gems come out and if they're going to be hard to get out. No, that's cute. They do look like gemstones. I think I probably could make a couple more. There is a lot of resin left over. So I did a couple of like the tie-dye looking two-toned ones. This would have been a good one to put a stand in, but I think these are cool. I know Raylan's gonna love this. As long as you make them flat. Mine are a little rounded. They can stand up. But yeah, this is super cute. I have several more of these. I have more of the Target holidays. I don't think at the point I'm posting this, those all have been posted. But yeah, lots of new stuff that I can't even keep up with. So I'm gonna try to sprinkle new ones of different series around on my channel, post one every day and probably a short. So if you're interested, stay tuned. I appreciate you watching. If you waited and watched this whole video and you're at the very end now, thanks. I appreciate that tons. And yeah. Thanks so much for watching. Bye, guys.